Hey guys, I hope everyone's having a great day or night, whatever time you're watching it. Thank you for clicking on the video. Today I'm going to be telling the story about the time my friend dropped the weed money on the way to the plugs in the middle of a blizzard. So let's get into it. Hey guys, so this story takes place, and I think it was January, maybe late December. I remember we just got a nor'easter, which for you guys that don't know, nor'easter is just a terrible um, snowstorm. It's really bad. I live up in the north in New England, so we have really a lot of snow, really bad snow in the winter. So I remember me and my one friend, my other friend, were sitting in one of my friend's rooms, and we have nothing to do. I think we're in like eighth grade. We have like nothing, or no, it was like seventh grade. We have like nothing to do. We're just bored out of our brains, and it's the middle of the day. It's probably I don't know, middle of the day, probably noon, a little bit after noon, and we're like, we have no weed, and I think we might have had like a vape that was burnt. So we were scrounging for stuff. We didn't have anything. We were just fiending, typical degenerates, just fiending all the time. So we come up with a plan to somehow. I don't remember how we did it. I could not tell you. I wish I could. We came up with. I remember my buddy had $10. I had like $15, and then our other friend came up somehow with like $30 or something, like a good amount of money for back then. And we bought a big bag of weed. And I remember, so we had 15. He had $25. We had 25. So we had $50. I remember, and we uh we were like, all right, so let's hit up the weed man for the sacred skunk. And mind you, it took us all day just scrounging up money all day. It took me all day to get that 15 after we came up with the idea and like whatever. So like we were just scrounging up money, asking our parents to do stuff all day. Like I shoveled for some money. I shoveled, what I mean, just all day. And so we came up with the accumulated $50, and we have to weed man. It's probably 7 o'clock at night. Sun's already down because it's December, probably January, December. I can't remember. And ooh, that rhymed. And so we have the weed man. We're like, can we get some of that? You know, the good Kush, as some would say. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, yeah, pull on through. So, like in my last story, that was from previous, probably 2 years before this. So the weed man changed locations, right? So we had to walk even farther, and we weren't gonna bike through this heavy snow. We had to walk through it. So we had to walk even farther than before. So we're like, all right, we'll do it. And so we're getting all bundled up. I remember I had on my fucking boots. My friend had on my other friend's boots, that like extra boots. We all had jackets on. All of our sweatpants were like tucked into our boots. One of my friends was wearing snow pants. Like we were just bundled up. It was a blizzard outside. It was like consistently snowing and heavy wind. Like it was bad. So we're like, all right, we're getting ready to trudge through the snow, through the front 40, and get to where we need to go and get back. All right. So before we leave, my friend's like, you should give my other friend all the money at once right now, so we don't lose it. Quoted. So we don't lose it. And so we're like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So I give all my the $15 I have. They give their money to him. He takes it. So the friend that had $10 takes the money, keeps it, because he was going to walk up to buy the weed, and we were just hanging back. And I remember, so we start trudging, and we get there, and my friend's like, all right, I'll be right back. And he walks up on the porch and knocks, and the dude's got the bag of weed, and he comes out, and he's like, my friend like starts tapping on like his pants and stuff and his hoodie and like coat, and he's like looking for the money, and me and my friend look at each other and we're like, huh? He doesn't have the money, and we like start checking our pockets. I remember, and we didn't have the money, and so after that, I guess the plug was like, "You're not getting the weed without money, so like go get some money and come back." So we were like, "Okay." So he thinks he dropped it, so we retraced our steps. Didn't find it the first time. We retraced him all the way to his house and back. Didn't find it. Did it a second time. Didn't find it. I remember we were looking like even places we didn't go, like 40 feet in the wrong direction, just looking anywhere, like scooping through snow, make sure we didn't step on it. They like we were out there for hours looking for this $50 and never found it. To this day, never found it. I don't know what happened to it. It just disappeared. I don't actually. I remember we that night. Actually, side story into the story. That night as well, that we dropped the money for the weed. We never ended up getting weed, but I remember my friend's older sister had weed at the time, and we asked her for some, and she was mean and was like, "No, you can't get any," even though we would smoke her up all the time. She was like, "No, this is my weed, da 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 da." So I remember when she was sleeping, and my friend he snuck up in her room and stole like a few nugs, and we got high as hell and watched like fucking YouTube or some shit. Watched like Excode, Dopagiola back in the day, and just chilled out and just, you know what I'm saying, had a good night. But we were still so mad about dropping the 50, and me and my friend were just even more mad at my friend, and he was just mad at himself more than we were mad at him probably. Like he was just, we were almost screaming at him on the way back home, and he's like, I know. He's like, we get home, he's like sitting in the corner just on his phone, not talking, all mad. I remember it was a long scenario of a night. And the best part about it all is that we ended up getting weed, and we ended up smoking. We ended up getting high and smoking, having a good night. But just the struggle that we had to go through to end up getting the weed. And we didn't even get the weed that we needed. We were going to get a big-ass bag of weed, and we only got a few nugs for free because we dropped the weed. So I guess it's not really that ideal and that great, but I thought we had a good night end. We were all high as could be. Fucking little fucking degen us, like fucking 14, just high off our ass. Couldn't fucking think for shit, basically, probably at a certain point. Literally brain dead high. And I remember the weed that we got from his sister was just, it was like, I remember it was so purple. It was so purple. I remember she was on this weird thing where she was like, she would smoke this other, like, it was like flowers mixed together in her weed, and supposedly it was like healthier for the lungs and stuff. I remember there was like some of that stuff with it, and we were like picking it out of the nugs because it was like in the same bag as the nugs. And I remember it was just such purple, good weed though. The Sacred Skunk, that good. You know what I'm saying? I remember it was a good night though. Besides my friend dropping $50 and us walking for hours in the snow, trying to find it just to not find it. I remember, I don't even know what we told the plug. I'm pretty sure we just told him that we dropped the money and couldn't end up finding it that night. But that's the end of the story. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. If you made it this far in the video, comment pineapple. And then I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day or night and enjoy this 31 kill gameplay.
Enemy soldiers. Why you moving here? Target down. Marking the rest of them.
Yeah, man.
I'm good. Timeline expired. UAV exiting the AO. Switching mags.
Yeah, man.
Drop. Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tag map. Get hunted. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the sky. Your squad mate is redeploying. Well done.
Shit, man, I'm taking fire. Drop.
Totally acting in self-defense.
Be advised.
Need
Still have
recon
squad mates
overhead.
outside the safe
Switching
zone.
mag.
Whoa, no,
Buy station marked. Unleash the Slaughter King.
Hey, yo, let's play a game.
Hostile shooter.
Priority tasking request received. Get it done.
Only 4 remain. Finish the job. 5 squads still operational in the AO. You're in the top 3. Don't let up now.
Moving here.
You're in the last 2. Now finish
Guess
it.
what, guys?
3 squads left in the war zone. Stay alert. That's a win. Wait to take what's yours.